Hey guys, so I changed my mind. Oh man, I made some people upset. Oh well. Don't worry guys. I won't get started too early. I still have to find the video. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful day outside and I want to get this fucking show on the road. I would like to just react to this as quickly as possible because it's a beautiful day and I want to spend time with my girlfriend, so here we go. Wait. He can't find the speech? Wait, where is the speech? CPI conference. Can you guys help me find the speech? Just curious. Actually, maybe I could find it through infrared. So if anybody has a link to infrared speech, let me know so I can find it. Where are you? Where are you? Where is this speech? Okay, so femboy progressive. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna go to Twitter. I'm gonna go to my bread and butter and search for it. Account doesn't exist. Beautiful. Maybe I can find it on Infrared's channel or Twitter. Let's see this. Get out of my face, dog. Actually, let's go ahead and go on Twitter. The Center for Political Innovation just showed a speech by a Marxist a few minutes ago at the event. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and we'll do the whole screen. Sorry, right? So here's what we got. The roasting you so hard, the best way you can do. Here I thought Stealthy Steve was going back. Yeah, John Zerka's straight up a right-winger. Pretty sure I talked about how I was balding on my... Which you are. Your hairline is definitely receding. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just cringe how you're so insecure about it. That you got to constantly, like, talk about it. No, like, straight up Infrared has gone mask off. He's straight up a conservative. Like, no joke. He's straight up a right-winger. Globalism, Russia. Ugh. Where is it? I'm looking for this speech. It's a good thing we started early because no one fucking linked me to it. Like, how are you going to sit here and tell me to react to something and you're not even going to give me a link to where it's at? Ha's not funny anymore. I mean, he's fun to laugh at. Maybe it's on Caleb. Maybe I can... Oh, wait, no, I'm blocked by Caleb. I can't react to Caleb. That's right. I DM'd you on Discord with a link. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Perfect. I will add you as a friend in return. Here's a speech. It will leak your IP to anyone watching the page too. Oh, shit. I don't know if I want to open this. I do not know if I want to open this. I don't want to bareback this website. Is there a way I can watch this without fucking barebacking it? I don't even know if I have my VPN active. So let me make sure I have my VPN active. There's Nord. Let me log on to Nord. Knowing these assholes, I do not want to take a risk. Oh, I could watch it on Tor as well. That could help. Incognito mode. Are you sure incognito mode will keep my ISP from being leaked? Well, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do an incognito window. Yeah, I am not about to link my IP to these assholes. I'm sorry. All right, let's do a little reacting. Some nice reacts. Let's go to the incognito window. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's watch Infrared's speech. You guys ready for this? Let's do it. No, do it in Tor. I was talking about mopping. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm definitely closing this shit out then. Fuck that. Might be. Alright, I'm opening up the Tor browser then. That's a good idea. That's what I should have done in the first place, even though I probably already fucking gave them the means to dox me. Yes, connect to Tor. Holy shit. There we go. There we go. New tab. There we go. I got it open in the Tor browser now. Got it in the Tor browser now, guys. Let's do it. It's probably going to...
We have been hammered home so much about this stuff about decolonization and, this stuff about critiquing white people or whatever and Europeans. Here you have a situation of all of the guilty world, right? Europe uniting under the banner of NATO against Russia, which is a semi-Asiatic country to the east. I mean, the irony is incredible. So the leftists, the same ones that have been telling us for so long that, the problem is uniquely some kind of European guild, are rallying behind a kind of pan-European supremacist renaissance.
I don't know about that, dude. Because the people that are getting behind NATO, that are super pro-NATO, are generally not like pro-decolonization. Like Vosh and people within his ilk, maybe there are some leftists. I mean, I would agree that it is hypocritical that, you're going to condemn the U.S. for settler colonialism, but then you're going to side with the U.S. against Russia. But you shouldn't side with either side. You really shouldn't. I mean, you should side with the people against their own governments. That's the actual principled position. So I don't really know what hypocrisy he's playing into, but I know, like Caleb was, he was pandering to a right-wing audience by saying that, oh, well, these people are saying that the white race is guilty. Implying the white race isn't actually guilty. The Europeans aren't guilty. We're not really that bad. I mean, fucking cope, dude. Fucking cope. Like seriously, and they are guilty, but they're not guilty for being white Europeans. You're playing identity politics. They're guilty because they're the imperialist capitalist world. Like, dude, this is just straight up. It's identitarianism. It's identity opportunism. It's right-wing identity politics. He's trying to make it out to be a race-based issue or a nationality-based issue when it's actually a class-based issue. It always has been. It always will be. So yeah. If it says more than one peer, then it needs to be someone tech savvy to see your IP. But Tor should keep you safe anyways. Well, that's good. That's very fucking good.
The revival of neo-Nazism, basically, against Russia, and now also against China. It's not simply an irony. We should draw a fundamental conclusion from this. And for me, that conclusion is that the so-called American left, in its entirety, cannot be redeemed whatsoever. It's not simply that we can build something from scratch, but we should cease to see leftists as a reservoir from which we should attempt to draw support. The support for anyone who's interested in a real initiative to oppose the status quo is going to come from people who are either apolitical or who are right-wing. As far as leftists are
Oh my God. Oh yeah, no, they are going to oppose a liberal status quo. Yeah, Infrared is, I'm glad that he's irrelevant, and I hope that these people stay irrelevant. But you got to watch out for people like this, because what we're looking at right here is some weird red-brown pseudo-fascist coalescing and consolidating going on right now. There's this really weird pseudo-fascism that they're basically cultivating right here, this pseudo-fascistic, nationalistic, so on. Like, this could so easily be fucking co-opted and utilized by the status quo just because how opportunistic and unprincipled that they are. Haas is trying to get John Zerka, a literal Trump supporter, an open misogynist, to go to the CPI meeting. Yeah, exactly. Not surprised. And even, John Zerka, people have been filling me in on this guy. He sounds like one of these incel types. Like, he's super upset at his girlfriend, saying women aren't oppressed, that men have it harder than women, yada, yada. Haas, let's see, even though I don't like Haas and Maupin, don't you think David Pacman and Vosh are worse? They're worse. They are worse, but they're only worse because they're bigger. If Maupin and Haas had the same clout as Vosh and Maupin, then they would be just as bad, if not worse. The only reason Haas and Maupin aren't as bad is because they're not as big. Otherwise, they would have just as much, if not more, capacity to do fucking damage. So, anyways. No, we have to, guys, we have to appeal to Republicans. They're the real revolutionary demographic, the phantom moderate Republicans. So we need to pander to the right. No. Like, holy shit, dude. Let's play that again.
The support for anyone who's interested in a real initiative to oppose the status quo is going to come from people who are either apolitical or who are right-wing. As far as leftists are concerned, I say we owe them nothing. We owe them absolutely no attention. We have no the way we should present ourselves to them. We should stop walking on eggshells around them. We don't need this acute minority of parasites on the working people.
Speak for yourself. I see a fucking meeting of nothing but fucking white men in suits that are all coming together to talk about how fucking victims they are, how big of victims that they are, how they've got it so bad, how they've been disenfranchised and so on. So speak for your fucking selves, dude. The only tumor or parasite on the working class movement are fucking people like you that are like worse than tailists in the sense that you're like tailing behind the tail behind the tail. You're trying to send us backwards in time, not forward, and trying to appeal to these fucking reactionary sentiments by coalescing behind like the right wing. It's just such a fucking stupid idea. Like, it's so stupid. And I think it's very appropriate that fucking dropout law school fail son infrared is a speaker for this movement. Very, very fucking appropriate. Yeah, walking on eggshells, I have no idea what he means by that. Yeah, no, half of these motherfuckers in this audience are mass shooters in the making. They're just basically spree shooters in the making. I don't really have anything else to say, I mean, whatever. I'm going to see if I can find any other clips. Does anyone have the full speech? I wonder, does anybody have the full speech? Let's do it. I'm going to open, because now I'm paranoid. Let's do it. Let's go to Twitter. Let's go to my bread and butter. A lot of shit going on. CPI opening ceremony with the Soviet and American flags and the the Star Spangled Banner playing in the background before the unveiling of the Donbass People's Republic flag. Wow. I can't see more replies. Whatever, fuck you. I hate that Twitter does this. Whatever. No, is there more? I legit want to see. There's no full VOD of the conference anywhere yet. I hope someone uploads it. I do hope someone uploads it. So yeah, I mean, if that's it, then I'm just gonna go and close that out because I don't support the right, but it is an objective fact that they fight harder for what they believe than most on the left. Yeah, because they're like a bunch of fucking neurotic, spoiled children lashing out, basically. Yeah, the far right engages in way more fucking terrorism than the left. Does that mean the left should go out and start massacring minorities of innocent people? Like, just because the right is more active does not mean that they are getting what they want. Like, yeah, they're more likely to go out and do shit like this, but that's just because the left in the United States is divided, impotent, and disorganized. Like, I mean, really, it's really until the left is able to finally break away and excise itself from the Democratic Party, and as long as there continues to be this co-opting association with like weakness on the left, then nothing is fundamentally about to change. Really, in regards to that, that's really what needs to be done. Is the left needs to excise itself from the Dems, and it needs to form its own coalition of sorts, like the DSA. I was talking to someone in my server, and they were saying that we should basically join the DSA so that we can split from the DSA by bringing socialists out of it. And I think that's some good practice because the DSA is still beholden to the Democratic Party. You know what I mean? They're still beholden to the Dems. So I think that's actually a really good praxis. Join the DSA, convert everyone to hardcore, the far left, get them out of there, and then just split and form your own independent orgs. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to my bread and butter. Let's go to Twitter. Not Twitter, but you know what I mean. Yeah, the right has pretty simple, stupid, and useless goals and means. Of course they can be more engaged. Exactly. Thank you. I rest my case. I love it. Oh my god! Dude, he's got a little booster chair. Look at him. Haas is just... He's just a manlet. I don't have anything else to say. He's just a manlet. I mean, and it isn't even a problem. The problem isn't that Haas is short. The problem is that he's just insecure about it. I'll just keep saying it like that. Oh, that's great. It is. Like, the CPI meeting is a LARP. All the men who are in suits, all the men that are coming and coalescing together. I want to get a picture of the full audience. I want to get like a full composition of the audience. But yeah, it just kind of reminds me of that picture where it shows all the LARPers and they're holding up a sign in front of a government building that says, "We demand to be taken seriously." You know what I mean? We demand to be taken seriously. I need to go back on Politically Provoked sometime. I ought to go back on Politically Provoked. I remember when I was dating that insecure idiot, the Democratic fascist, as he calls himself, Big Papa Fascist, whatever his fucking name is. He's like a 45-year-old man who's online hosting these debate panels, and I'm like, bro, don't you have a wife and kids? Like, don't you have like a life? Oh, here we go. I don't have to worry about getting doxxed from here.
We have been hammered home so much about this stuff about decolonization and this.
Oh wait, there's another one here.
Political orientation from scratch. I mean, leftists are leftists because they're committed to a certain set of principles, and rightists are rightists because they're, I guess, these political orientations from scratch. I mean, leftists are leftists because they're committed to a certain set of principles, and rightists are rightists because they're, I guess, these political. Why
are you doing this to me? Do I have to download you? Fuck it, let's download you. Ha ha ha. Are you fucking serious? Seriously? That's lame. Fucking video is broken. Yeah, no, infrared. I always knew this, though. I knew Haas was a right-winger. I've known this for months. This is nothing new. We don't need an acute minority of parasites on the working people in this country.
We hate the minorities! The minorities. Understand the term, neighbors. The minorities. Shall I tell you who the minorities are? We!
Yeah, but this guy's got passion. Haas is not nearly that charismatic. Like, straight up. Half the people that follow Infrared follow him because he's a fucking lol cow, and the other half of the people that follow him are there because they're unironic fascists. Like, straight up. Let's see what we got here. Reality check?
The Democrats are now controlled by the Jihad Squad, led by AOC, the little communist from New York City.
By the way, these are the people that Infrared and John Zerka are trying to appeal to, by the way. Just a heads up. This is your popular right-wing base for your little movements.
Hey all, I'm John Avalon, and this is Reality Check on the extremists. Can Trumppublicans please stop calling everyone they disagree with a communist?
No.
Seriously. Because it's become the go-to fear-mongering bumper sticker, sliding from liberalism to socialism to communism with such ignorant ease that it loses all meaning with misuse. Take a listen to some choice cuts and you'll see what I mean.
We all know that AOC and this crowd are a bunch of communists.
And don't ask me to get in communists. Those are current members of Congress, Republican senators, members of the House of Representatives. There's a lot of reasons why that sickening trend is worth calling out. Mostly because it's massively disrespectful to the millions of people who were murdered by communist regimes over the last so years. From Lenin to Stalin to Mao and Pol Pot. It's a murderous legacy.
Yeah, no, I would imagine that. He's actually critiquing the right from the right. Gotcha. I'm surprised you didn't include Hitler in that list. He may as well have included Hitler because you know how many right-wingers are always constantly trying to associate Hitler with the left.
Using it as a casual political punchline only shows that you're not serious about communism, let alone common sense. Because there's just no comparison between people who you disagree with politically in America and real communists. Somehow that term gets a pass, where, say, Nazi comparisons are generally widely and rightly condemned. Although it's worth noting that some of the folks in that video are also among the first to compare democratic policies to the Nazis.
You know, Nazis were the National Socialist Party, just like the Democrats are now a National Socialist Party.
There we go.
It just shows they're playing Mad Libs with murderous ideologies. This isn't just historic ignorance. Communist regimes still exist in places like China, Cuba, and North Korea.
And they're just as evil then as they are now. They're just as evil. Like, man, don't these people ever get sick of making the same wrong arguments over and over again? It doesn't matter. I mean, just like Hitler said, you repeat a lie often enough, people believe it and think it's true. Bullshit. I mean, I'm just beating a dead horse here, but again, communism has saved way more fucking lives than it's ended. Just saying.
Although they've basically blended with every other autocratic regime that uses ideology as an excuse for kleptocracy. And while we're at it, let's take on that whole socialism attack from which this spreads. Because while there are a handful of high-profile, self-identified democratic socialists like Bernie Sanders and AOC in today's Democratic Party, Democrats in general don't remotely back the state ownership of private enterprise and the abolition of private property, which is the dictionary definition of socialism.
Yeah, I'm bored. I don't care. This dude's an idiot. What else we got here? Oh, Peter Coffin and his wife. Wonderful. Let's see what we got here. Oh, never mind. I thought it was a video. Not gonna lie. Oh, yeah, no, his girlfriend's pretty hot. Oh. That's fucking great. I don't know why, but that's just funny. For whatever, Caleb is just giving them like this look of contempt or whatever. I don't really want to shit on Cat Black, but this is my opinion that a fundamental weakness of bred to progressives who go halfway to communist liberation but stop short. This tweet goes on for like 5 more tweets invoking every identity under the sun, but always dancing around the real problem Instead of just denouncing Vosh as a liberal imperialist capitalist, which he is, they have to inject nuance. Just fucking nuance. Agent Kaczynski is a liberal imperialist whose positions are neoliberal and he has no place on the left. It's simple as that. Yeah, no, I mean, it's just this liberalism of ABC. Anything but class. Anything but the elephant in the room. I wonder what it's finally going to take before people just stop trying to dance around the question of class and actually just talk about, like, fucking class, you know? Socialism in the 20s and 30s just meant anti-liberal, anti-capitalist, not revolutionary. Yeah, exactly. The CPI is the same as rad libs. Yeah, no, they're just two sides of the same coin, more than anything else. But yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous. I want to start talking about... I really don't feel like talking about these guys very much, but it's like, it's a nonstop dead horse to beat. It's like a nonstop stream of milking that you can do because they just don't stop. Like these people, the bread tubers, the rad libs, the Fed guards, these people like, oh, here we go. We got a better demographic. Let's take a look at what we got here. So this is the demographic here. Looks like we have, there's a few women there. Looks like there's a couple women, but it's mostly dudes, which doesn't really surprise me. I'll tell you one thing. When I attended the PSL, it was a solid 50-50 split between men and women. I will say that much. I'll be shocked if Red Guards don't try to crash it. They should crash it. Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to lie. The Fed guards would be doing something useful if they fucking crashed the CPI meeting. Unironically, critical support for the Red Guards. Cringe on so many levels. These people are full-blown LARPers. Oh, yeah, no, that's fucking great. I know, it's like the resurrection of the CPUSA, right? They're like the new CPUSA. Nah, whatever. We are a long way from this. We are a very long shot from that. To be honest, what do we got? This book gave me brain damage. Oh, yes. First as a tragedy, then second as a farce. That's great. This quote has never been more true. History repeats itself. First as a tragedy, second as a farce. Holy shit. Words have never been spoken that are more true than that. Yeah, no, I would fucking pay to see Austin Fed Guards and CPI wreck that shit. The Fed Guards failed in crashing the conference. Oh, the Fed Guards were trying to crash it. Hell yeah. Back then, the word socialism in the hearts and minds of people just meant not liberalism. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. What do we got here? Nah, I don't have much else to say, but we need a communist CIA, basically. I'm pretty much so disillusioned, I think, to the point to where, like, I mean, the only action that's really worth supporting is action in the third world. Like, really, what we ought to do is do what, damn it, I'm out of coffee, but may as well do what we do in the third world and, you know, help revolutionaries in the third world, because Lord knows that there ain't no socialism coming out of the United States anytime soon. Like, this place is so... It's capitalist realism to the max. That's all it is. Capitalist realism to the max. But yeah, no, you guys don't need to worry. I'm going to continue calling it out and continue doing what I do. I will never cuck to opportunist interests. You never have to worry about that from me. No, sir, no, sir. But yeah, no, so I think I'm done. I don't really have anything else unless you guys have something for you. When you said we need a socialist CIA, you're going to get clipped on that. Yeah, we do. Clip me. Come on, clip me. I don't give a shit. I unironically believe that we need to come up with an organization that routinely backs, supports, enables, and provides material support to socialist revolutionaries in second and third world countries. Come on, clip me, motherfuckers, do it. Come on, god damn it, clip me. I mean, these people already try to clip whatever they can so that they can try to present it like and try to make me look bad in a bad light. You know, the infrared crowd already does it, so fuck it. I mean, they're not socialists anyways, like, so who cares? Come on, clip me, motherfuckers. Clip me. I do not know Ishmael. But I will leave you guys with one more thing. I think I'll leave you something fun. You guys are gonna dig this. So got a little art picture right here. Jackson flaunting his guns. I did a little fucking math calculating the angle of his little pistol right here, and little copy pasta. After doing some math, this is what I came up with. See that shit? That's the base of his foot. And this is 11 of his pistols, and assuming that's about a 70-degree angle, that like right here, assuming about a 70-degree angle, he's 5'6". So you guys, I left a picture of this in the Discord, so if you feel like trolling Jackson, you could just leave that, because you know how fucking insecure these people are. So I'll go ahead and drop that in the Discord. But yeah, a lot of LARP energy. The real struggle isn't going on anywhere near the first world. So yeah, communist CIA, let's do it. That's not really a CIA. That's just what revolutionary China did. You sounded like a State Department socialist like Vosh. Yeah. Oh man, now that would be out of context. If someone took the clip where I'm talking about making a socialist CIA and use that as justification to back regime change. Oh man, now that would be taking me out of context. But yeah, no, best thing we can do is the reason why these people are constantly bringing up our appearances as much as they do is so they can try everything in their power to basically make us feel insecure and look insecure about our looks and then our appearances, because they have to. Like that's all they've got. They can't attack our ideas, so they attack our image. That's the way it's always been. So I said I'd be surfing Twitter, so let's surf a little Twitter. Here we go. My fellow king, God Empanada. Land back is stupid. True, we should probably keep land colonized. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just as I said the other day, two sides of the same coin. What else we got here? This guy's literally a 40-year-old and obsessive Xanderhall fan. What the fuck, dude? He's so desperate he tagged all the internet personalities. What do we got here? That's fucking great. More pictures. Woo! Is that just, that looks like Dust James. No, that's Keaton Mansfield. Oh my God. These people are just, it's satire. It's a satire. I'm a proud American patriot. People who live in Saudi Arabia, as I did for 5 years, know the rules. If you don't want to be beheaded, don't break the rules. Fairly simple. Off the radar to most, Saudi Arabia just beheaded 81 people in one day. If I lived in Saudi Arabia, I would simply not be gay. Yeah, wise move. That would be a very wise move. And I think it's kind of ironic that Pat Sox are far less willing to support American interests geopolitically than the progressive anarchists. America is a white supremacist country built on, depends on who we're talking about. Because, I mean, it depends, because anarchists will acknowledge that. But if we're talking about, like, anarcho-liberals, like the people who say they're anarchists but are really just fucking libs, that's what a lot of these anarchists are. They're just libs more than anything else. Well, that's what they actually are. And yeah, no, they just go along with mainstream liberal hegemony because they're aligned with the liberal status quo more than they like to recognize. No help from the likes of Vosh creating that kind of confusion. America is a white supremacist country built on genocide and slavery. Yeah, well, yeah, the Pat Sox. But the thing is that they deny that any of this fucking happens. Like, they're against land back. Like, they're okay with genocide and settler colonialism taking place domestically in America. And they also want to maintain the system as is. They don't actually want to overturn and overthrow it. They're basically just American exceptionalist isolationists. Like, they just want to get America out of these other countries and basically just have an isolationist state capitalist America. I mean, these PATSOCs, they're not really, again, they're not fascists, but they definitely play to some fascistic rhetoric from time to time. I mean, I think Infrared's kind of a pseudo-fascist and definitely a right-winger, but otherwise, yeah. Oh man, I love this. This is gonna be goody. George Washington, son of the wealthy, former serfs, created the world's first true democracy. Oh, that's a goodie. Son of a former serf, grew up middle class, son of wealthy colonial plan aristocrats, created the world's first true democracy that guaranteed legal equality, owned more than 500 or 50,000 acres of land, more than 100 slaves, massacred thousands of Iroquois men, women, and children, destroyed more than 40 settlements in a scorched earth campaign, created a democracy like that of ancient Greeks, democracy for white slave owners. Pretty much, yeah. Laid groundwork for the second fastest growing economy of the 20th century, free education for all, emancipated women, legalized abortion, divorce, and more. Yeah, no, this is good, and this is worth a retweet. Beautiful. Yes, beautiful. But nah, not really. That's funny. A mix between an elderly man and an infant. He ages in reverse, born looking like a shriveled 80-year-old man. I call him Benjamin Bonhoff. Yeah. Infrared, he is the most insecure creature on Earth. Like, straight up. I don't know. I'm bored. Pretty sure Jason made a video on the PATSOC crowd. Sure, let's check it out. I'll stick around for a few more minutes. What do we got here? U.S. bioweapons. Nah, I'm not seeing anything. I don't know. I'll leave the stream up, but this was kind of a pointless stream. It's a beautiful day, guys. I'm going to go hang out with my friends. Y'all have a lovely day. I may or may not keep the stream up. It just felt kind of pointless is all. I mainly did this because other people wanted me to, but didn't really feel too inspired. Don't worry. Next time around, it's going to be a lot more fun. So stay tuned. Next stream is going to be way better than this one.